So you might be new to my channel. You might be wondering to yourself, I wonder why she created this YouTube channel and what kind of content is she actually going to be producing. Well, I am here to explain all of that and so much more right after this intro. Let's get it. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to Fadzo Productions. My name is Ropa Fadzo, but everybody just calls me Ropa. But on this channel, we call me Miss Fadzo, okay? And I just thought today I would explain the reason why I am creating and rebranding Miss Fadzo's channel to Fadzo Productions. Essentially, the reason why I even wanted to start YouTube is because I have 3 things that I'm really passionate about, and I want to make sure that I am implementing in all the content that I'm producing. I want to create, empower, and grow. So if you check up there, you'll notice that I do have some posters. I'll see if I can link them somewhere below. But essentially what I want to do is to create a legacy, empower myself and other people, and to grow my empire and your empire too. And essentially that is the goal of this channel. All the content I will be producing is in alignment with that. And now maybe let me explain a little bit further what these 3 words and these 3 statements actually mean to me. Create for me means creating a platform that is safe for people to express how they feel and for me to have conversations about things that I'm really passionate about. Create also means that I have autonomy on what I produce and bring out to you guys as a YouTuber or a content creator, whatever you want to call me. Create means create spaces. Create means whatever you want it to mean. I want to make sure that whatever I'm creating or producing here is authentic to me, is something I'm passionate about. And the moment I stop being passionate about something, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna let you know now, because that's why I'm creating this. I want to create it because, sorry, I want to create this channel so that I'm allowing people the opportunity to see what creation looks like from the lens of a Black woman, an African woman, a Zimbabwean woman. I'm in university. I am an entrepreneur. All of that. I want people to see what it looks like to have a person of color, a person who is from Africa, who is from Zimbabwe, and all the economic things that are happening in Zimbabwe, a person who's in university, a person who's trying to pursue a career, all of those facets. I want people to see what it looks like to create within those cross sections. So that's the first thing. And I want to create a legacy, because I never want to do anything that doesn't have a reason. I want to make sure that I personally can look back at these videos, I can look back at my podcast, I can look back at my blogs and really like relearn. They're not just for other people. A lot of the content I produce is for myself, and I want to make sure that my content is true to me today but has the ability to grow. And with saying that, I will say that I don't know everything. Everything I say is based on opinion, and a lot of the time based on my own personal experiences, but I want to grow. And sometimes I might say things that are controversial, sometimes I might say things that don't seem to agree or make sense, but I'm allowing myself room to grow, and I'm allowing myself the ability to say, okay, I said this statement before and I don't necessarily agree with it anymore, but I agree with this now. So again, it's about creating a safe space. I think it's really important that as minority people, we create opportunities for other people to take up space. I've gone to so many boardrooms and I've gone to so many events and meetings where literally I'm the only Black woman there, I'm the only African person there, and you'll somehow end up being the spokesperson for your race and your ethnicity. And I don't mind being that person, but I want to show other people that might think that this is not even possible, that it is possible, and it's possible for you as much as it's possible for me. So if I can just show you what's there and you can see that there are people there, then maybe that will encourage you to go out and fly. So that is number one. Okay, so the second thing is I want to make sure that the content I produce is empowering people and myself. Empowerment for me starts with education, and a lot of the content I produce, you will realize, is kind of education based. I think it's really important for us to understand that education looks like different things. Sometimes education looks like sexual health. Sometimes education looks like finance and understanding finances. I don't think education should just be strictly school education from university, and all of those things are really important. I can't take away from those, and probably if I hear something from school that I find really interesting, I will share it on this platform. But what I'm saying is I am very big on people understanding that there are different types of education. Specifically, I'm really passionate about relationship education. That is all of that. And I'm Christian, so a lot of my opinions will come from that point of view. But I'm also sick and tired of the taboos around things like sex and relationships, and I want to talk about those things in an educated capacity, and hopefully learn from those too. I'm also really passionate about finance. I think finance is a thing, again, that people don't want to talk about, but I think is extremely important, especially as we young people grow and evolve into parents and grandparents in the future. I think finance is something that we don't talk about a lot, but is really important and could literally change the way you live your life 10 years from now. So finance is another thing that I'm extremely passionate about. But I'm also passionate about having conversations about politics and just entrepreneurship. I think, again, there's a taboo about women talking about politics and being interested in politics, and I want people to understand that for the most part, everything we do in life is political, and I want people to understand that you can have a political conversation and maybe not even leave with a different point of view, but I want people to come into the conversation with an open mind and an open heart. You don't have to agree with me, but let's have the conversation. I want to learn from myself, but I also want to learn from you. So this is an open-ended conversation, so let's engage, let's talk to each other. So that's the second thing. I want to empower myself and others, and mostly that will look like education for me. I sew as well, I do art, I do a bunch of different things, but again, that is all empowerment. Self-confidence, self add whatever you want. I want to empower people with that, not just other people. Again, this is more for myself, and again, I think it's going to sound a little bit selfish, but a lot of the content I produce is literally me hyping myself up and trying to kick myself into another level. So yeah, that is the second thing I want to focus on this YouTube channel. Now the third thing is I want to grow my empire. I have been really privileged that I've seen what growth of an empire looks like. I come from a family that literally started from the bottom, and no, we're not at the top yet. I'll let you know when that happens, but we're on the way, and I value the fact that they documented that journey, and I want to make sure that I am documenting this journey, but I'm also making sure that I'm growing within the journey. So part of the reason why I made Grow the Empire part of the 3 things that I want to do within all the platforms that I have is because I think there's so much value in growth. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be mediocre if that's what you want. I don't want to settle for just being okay. I see the potential that I have, and I see the gifts that I've been given, and I understand the privilege that I have, and the foundation that I have has really propelled me and has given me the tools to propel and be a constructive member of society. And I want to make sure that in everything that I do, I am growing the empire. And growing the empire looks like hiring more people because I want to create jobs. It looks like training other people to do things that I do so that I'm not the only person in this sphere doing the things that I do. Growing the empire literally looks like trying new things, potentially failing, but getting up and learning from those lessons. So I'm really hoping that after seeing this, you understand exactly what this channel is going to be about. A lot of it is going to be university vlogs. I'm going to do a lot of sit down talky videos about empowerment and self-development. I'm also going to do a lot of finance talks and bring a lot of guest hosts to explain things that I might not have enough knowledge about. But I also want this to be a platform where we can have open conversations about religion, about politics, about taboos, about sex, about abuse, about mental health, all those things and so much more. That's what I want from this platform. So if you think that that is in alignment with what you're looking for in terms of content, please feel free to like this content and to subscribe, and most importantly, leave a comment below so that I know what kind of content you want us to talk about, and maybe, just maybe, you could be a guest host on this channel. Thank you so much for being here and for responding and following and subscribing and liking and sharing and all of that. I honestly really appreciate it, and you're part of a new generation that is going to change lives. And I know this sounds like I'm hyping myself a lot, but I honestly think that this is the start of an amazing journey and an amazing opportunity for us to learn, not from just each other, but I can learn about myself as well, and hopefully you learn from yourself as well. Again, if you have any questions, if I don't know it, I'll do the research. Thank you so much for being here and for listening. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Tizi comida, yeah, yeah.